If you're looking for a portable heater, maybe out on the job site, around the house, in the garage, the shop, you just want to keep something warm and you don't want to burn diesel because it's expensive. Number two, it's dirty. Well, this is the second video that I'm doing on this Milwaukee IA. Some people know them as Milwaukee Tool M18, but it's a dual power source portable propane heater. Now, the first video I did, the sun is very bright in my face. The first video I did all kind of specs on this stuff, and it was just sort of like a open box, you know, unboxing type of review. I'll leave that at the end of this one if you want all the detailed information. However, this is more of the I used it, abused it for a couple months. It's been cold out, it's winter, and I'm gonna let you know how it has been performing, and that might help you make a better educated buying decision. All right, so let's touch base on this. Again, very light, very portable. This is good for like a 2-car garage, a 1-car garage, shop area. You're hanging up Christmas lights, you're working out on the site, and you just need a little bit of heat in the face. It's a quick and instant power source, and it's allowing you to warm up pretty quickly. You can either stand in front of it, or you can put this in your shop area, and it will warm the shop area up pretty fast. Now, we'll get to all that here in a bit, but I want to remind you, you do not need to be in the Milwaukee IA platform to operate or use this heater. And what's nice about this is that you never have to buy the Milwaukee bat rate for it because this will accept a cord. So you can plug this directly into your outlet, plug it in, and it will run all day, or depending on how long you have left on your propane tank. Now, why is that so important? Well, a lot of people might not think it is, but I do, because Milwaukee IA doesn't add cords to anything anymore. Everything is battery powered. So what's nice about this, even if you're not in the platform, you want to get some heat in your area, anybody can use this. But what I will tell you is that one bat ray has been lasting me a very long time. It literally just starts up the igniter and then it runs the fan, depending on whether it's low or high. I have been using the same bat ray for hours and it's barely using any energy. That's real nice like. But what about the ease of use with this thing? Well, there is one sort of drawback that I see with this heater. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. All right, so all in all, fairly simple to use. This is your on and off button. So if you wanna start this, you're gonna hear it kick on. You can hear the fan and the igniter. If I shut it off, it shuts down very quickly. This is your minimum to maximum. Again, all of the ranges and how long this thing will run. Check out the video at the end of this one. And this is your igniter button. So I'm just gonna push this. And the only issue that I have is it takes a little while for this to actually ignite and stay lit. So if I let that off, you can hear it shutting off. So I do have to hold this down for a couple seconds. So that's good enough. Now, that might not be a huge deal to you, but if you're somebody who uses a diesel heater, or if you had other propane portable heaters like this, a lot of them, such as the Rigid, which I don't even think they make the Rigid anymore, that used to ignite immediately. This one here, it takes a few seconds, you're holding it down. I was hoping after the first couple uses that would go away, and maybe it was just trying to break itself in, but it never did. And yes, I got to hold it for like 5 seconds, 6 seconds before this thing will actually stay lit. Again, it might not be a huge deal for you, but I'm just throwing that out. Usually on the diesel propane heaters, you hit the start button and it automatically starts and it's blowing the stuff out, the heat in your face. But this one here, you do have to hold a little bit. Now, as for the heat itself, it does a fantastic job. So again, I'm gonna turn this on, kick it on. Now this is on low. You can see I gotta hold it in for a couple seconds. All right, now that it's lit, you'll hear it, it's still igniting, but that'll stop clicking. There you go, it's done. But the heat, what I love about this, it feels great. It gets super hot as propane, but it's super clean. You don't feel any or smell any noxious fumes. This is on low right now. If I want to, just bring that up to high. Oh, baby. Now, I will tell you, compared to a larger unit, this is fairly quiet. You do hear that fan pushing that stuff out, but that's a good thing. You want to feel that heatage. And again, what I like about these smaller units is that they're very easy to adjust. So if I need to move it over here, spin it around over here, whatever, bring this heat down. Oh, that feels real nice. Get some heat on my face. Now again, I do want to stress this to you. This is not meant for bedrooms, living rooms, and such. This is meant for garage workshops. You crack the door a little bit, get some fresh air, because this will suck in the fresh air. It'll eat it up and blow it out as carbon monoxide. So just make sure that you read the safety instructions and all that good stuff before you start using this. But as for the build quality, it's thin metal, but that helps keep it light. Unless you're dropping stuff on this, which I have done, I don't have any dents, any damage to this thing. It definitely holds up to me picking it up and putting it down pretty hard, moving around, smacking it off walls and all that good stuff. And it can run off of a larger propane tank or your 5-gallon. This is 16.5 pounds. And it's super portable. Again, you can take this to the work site with you. You keep it outside while you're hanging your Christmas lights. It's cold, bitter, and frigid. Or you take it camping with you. This is fantastic for, just like I said, the portability. And you can go off-grid with this if you have the M18 batteries. So at the end of the day, would I still recommend this? I recommended it in the previous video. I would still recommend it 100%. They did a really good job on this. Again, the only downside is it takes a few seconds for it to actually ignite. But once it does, you got that clean burning fuel, and it does a really good job. I can heat up my 2-car garage within like 5 or 10 minutes. I'll give you one quick example. I use battery powered snow blowers, and it was just so cold that my batteries weren't charging. So I put this out in the garage for about 10 minutes, heated it up. Those batteries were up to about 32 degrees, 40 degrees, and I was able to charge them. So even something like that, it really comes in handy being able to have that instant heat. Now again, if you want to see all the specs and how long this thing will run on propane tanks and all that good stuff, check out this video right here. I'll also leave a little shopping bag. This will be attached to it, so it's easy to find. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to find this as well. Of course, we'll be back with more videos soon.